कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. Your right is to work only, but never to the fruits thereof. Be you not the producer of the fruits of your actions, neither let thy attachment be towards inaction.
Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labor and ask not for reward, save that of knowing that I do your most holy will.
The profound generosity found in Ignatian spirituality beautifully resonates with the timeless concept of Nishkama Karma in Indian culture. It's a harmonious convergence of two rich traditions, fostering a spirit of service and generosity that transcends boundaries and uplifts humanity. It's indeed a core value of the Jesuit tradition to emphasize generosity and seeking God's will in all actions. Indeed, the Jesuits have always embodied a pioneering spirit in discerning the will of God, transcending cultural and traditional barriers with audacity and grace.
I find a lot of resonance between Ignatian spirituality and Indian spiritualities. So we heard the text already taken from chapter 2 verse 47, and it is dwelling on the notion of Nishkama Karma, or we can translate it as selfless action or liberative action. So for an action to become liberative or selfless, certain conditions are there. First one is laboring as an instrument of God. Whenever we act as an instrument of God. And secondly, the fruit or the reward of the action, to that we are not attached. And the third one is the fruit of one's action should go to maintain the world, or what we call as loka sangraha, or we can translate it as welfare of the whole world, all well-being of all beings. Now, what I said has resonance with what is said in Ignatian spirituality. We know that the focal point of Ignatian spirituality is seeking and finding God in all things. That means this is the way of doing will of God, and will of God is what? To promote the kingdom of God, to build the kingdom of God in collaboration. In order to do this, there is a golden rule of spirituality given in the spiritual exercises number 189. It says, to the extent one is divested of self-love, self-will and self-interest, one becomes the able instrument of God to promote this kind of spirituality.
In the words of Saint Ignatius, love ought to show itself more in deeds than in words. Ignatian spirituality echoes this call to action, a relentless pursuit of justice, peace and reconciliation.
Is there a connection or relationship between the spiritual exercises on the one hand and all the social issues like social justice on the other hand? The first thing we need to note that there is no direct connection between the spiritual exercises and social justice or social issues. But there is an important indirect connection. First of all, the spiritual exercises enables us to attain certain degree of interior freedom. That is one of the important objectives of the spiritual exercises, spiritual liberty or interior freedom. It is from this interior freedom our creativity flows. if you look at the early Jesuits, the Jesuit history, you will find this connection very much. The connection between interior freedom and their commitment. So, the important connection is within our interiority. It's not something outside of us. This connection is within us. Spiritual exercises gives us that interior freedom, also a sense of discernment, to discern what is important, what are our priorities, how can I make my mission, my apostolate meaningful in this particular situation.
The transformative power of Ignatian spirituality holds the key in shaping socio-political landscape for the better. The seeds of compassion sown centuries ago continue to blossom today. The dialogue continues, reminding us that faith and action can bridge cultures and ignite positive change. Let this exploration be a testament to the enduring power of shared values, reminding us that together we can cultivate a brighter future rooted in service and understanding.